Hi, I'm Amy.
I'm Laura.
And we are Two Paper Girls.
Today we're doing the Unpopular Opinions tag. This tag was created by the Book Archer and we were tagged by something like Lydia, so we will leave both their channels down below because they're both fab.
There are 9 questions and we've each got an answer for each, so let's get into it.
Question 1 is a popular book or series that you didn't like. Remember that these are our unpopular opinions, so we don't mean to offend anyone if you really love these books, but for some reason we don't.
I hate the Darkest Minds series by Alexandra Bracken. I have never mind. Never mind. That's how I feel about this series. It was alright. Everyone's so obsessed over the main lad character. I didn't read it that long ago, but I've just forgotten about it because it was so... The main character annoyed me so much because she's just so miserable and she's so scared of her power, and there's just better dystopias out there. It's just like grasping onto straws of the dystopian hype, and I just didn't like it. Never mind.
My answer for this is the Gone series by Michael Grant, which Amy really loves, and I read the first book. Amy lent it me like a good 5 years ago probably, and I had it for like a year, and then I finally read it and I did really enjoy it, but it's just a really thick book and they're all really thick books and I didn't like it enough to carry on with it. Like, I had hunger for about a year and I just gave it back to you like, I'm not going to read this, I'm sorry.
Question 2 is a popular book or series that everyone else seems to hate but you love.
We have a joint answer for this one, and that is The Maze Runner by James Dashner, because it gets quite a lot of hate on BookTube. Like, so many people haven't read it, or they've read the first book and been like meh about it. And I do feel quite meh about dystopia, but The Maze Runner I loved. I think I probably enjoyed it a little bit more than The Hunger Games, or just as much, but I think people have like nostalgia attached to the first kind of big dystopias like The Hunger Games that they read, and because Maze Runner's a bit later than that and it's only recently got really big, people aren't that fussed anymore, but I really like it.
Maze Runner come out before The Hunger Games.
But it wasn't big though.
It was to me. It was in my heart. Yeah. I loved it. I read it 2011, 2010, 2011. I read The Maze Runner and I loved it to pieces. And I've just, that trilogy, like, we don't talk about the prequel, we don't talk about the kill order, I hated that. But that trilogy, people need to give a chance to the trilogy because, like, complicated and fast-paced but good, and the characters are amazing, and I just don't know why there's hate, but it's okay. Because it's okay to hate, as this tag is, like, saying to us.
Question 3 is a love triangle where the person ends up with the other person you didn't want, but we don't really have an answer for that. So the alternative is an OTP that you don't like.
I chose Kath and Levi from Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell because I hate Fangirl so much. I just hate it. It was so boring, and Kath is so annoying, and she writes little fan fiction and you think she's dead cute and she fancies Levi and I just want them both to die. And I hate them so much. I don't know how people love them because I'm just like, Kath, like Ren, her twin, is just better. Kath is just a loser. I just hate them so much and I wish they didn't end up happy together. They don't deserve it.
My answer is not an OTP that I hate, but I don't love it either, and that's Ron and Hermione from Harry Potter. I feel like I should like it because I love Ron and I love Hermione, but I don't even want Harry and Hermione. I just like them as friends, and I don't know, it's quite cute. Don't really have any OTPs in Harry Potter. I just like so many more aspects to it than the love side, and I don't really like Half-Blood Prince because it all gets a bit too lovey-dovey, and I like Harry and Ginny in the book, but yeah, Ron and Hermione, I don't feel it.
Question 4 is a popular book genre that you hardly reach for.
My answer for this is definitely historical fiction. I never read historical fiction, like The Book Thief, can't be bothered. The Queen of the Tearling thing sounds a bit too historical for me. Game of Thrones, All the Light We Cannot See. So all these books everyone really loves and I just can't be bothered. If I read war on a blurb, I put the book down because I just don't care.
I never pick up horror books. They're not scary. It takes a lot for me to be scared in a book. I can't think of a book that scared me. So I'm like, why would I read horror? Because gore and horror are different things. I like to read gory books. Like I picked up Feed by Myra Grant and I thought it was going to be a really good zombie series. There was no gore and it was just boring as hell. So boring. But I don't read horror books.
Question 5 is a popular or beloved character that you do not like.
I hate Will Herondale from the Infernal Devices trilogy. I've only read the first one and I know he gets better. But I've been spoilt for Infernal Devices. I didn't tell you about this. I've been spoilt for Infernal Devices. What happens with Jem? And now I'm just like, there's no point in reading it now because I know what's going to happen. And I hate Will. He is Jace. He is English Jace, which is probably why everyone from America likes him, because like they really like English people. I'm just like, Will Herondale is an idiot. And he's just like going off and doing all these things. I'm just like, you are so stereotypical bad boy, like demon slayer. It's just, I'm so over that now. I just don't like him. He has no hold over me at all.
My answer for this is Jace from the Mortal Instruments. I haven't read the Infernal Devices, but I feel like I'm really going to like Will Herondale and Avery likes Jace, so we have like different opinions between ourselves as well as like amongst BookTube. But I don't hate Jace. He's just a dick. He just annoys me. I don't get the OTP. He's just so over dramatic. He's like, no, I can't be with you. I had a nightmare. It's like, oh, get over yourself. Stop being so like, oh my god, my father, what if I'm really like him? It's just like, well, you're not, because you're a different human. He just annoys me a lot. Like, I like him,
You don't.
I just don't fancy it. I don't like him. Like, I hate Clary as well, but it doesn't mean I don't like the series. It's just, they're just annoying. Clary and Jace are just so annoying. And when it focuses on them, I'm a bit like, nah. And then it gets Simon and like Alec, and I'm like, yay. But yeah, Jace is just a bit of a prick, in my opinion.
Question 6 is a popular author that you can't seem to get into.
There are so many authors that I haven't read at all, but that's not because I can't get into them. I just haven't tried. Like, haven't read Victoria Schwab, Andrew Smith, Marcus Zusak. There's so many authors that I really want to read that I haven't. Patrick Ness. But the one that I have actually tried and don't like is Jane Austen. I know that's not super popular on BookTube because classics aren't always that everyone's saying, but I read Persuasion twice, really didn't like it. I have no inclination to pick up any of the Jane Austen books. Like, at university, so many lecturers like, oh my gosh, she's so witty, and I'm like, no, there's no plot. They're all the same. It's so boring. Like, I just do not like Jane Austen. I'm all about the Brontes. They have like actual plot on something interesting. Jane Austen's just, I don't like it.
I can't get into Rainbow Rowell, and I don't want to either. I've read Fangirl, I'm just like, I don't like her, I don't like your writing, I don't like the ideas of your books. Laura has Landline, and I thought it was going to be like this really cool, like, oh, you can ring up anywhere, it's like back in time, but it's just about a girl who's struggling with a job. And then she rings people. So your marriage is failing. She's not doing it for herself, she's doing it for her boy. I think Rainbow Rowell's book, let me know down below if this is wrong, but they all seem to be around Kath and Levi, and my marriage is failing, let me try and do this all for a guy. It's like, no.
Question 7 is a popular book trope that you're tired of seeing. We actually did a top 5 Wednesday on least favourite tropes, so we'll leave that video down below.
I don't really have a really hated one. There's just many that I dislike, but I can't really think of them off the top of my head. It's just when I'm reading it I'll be like, oh, I'm not enjoying this plot at all, or just something about it. But one that really annoys me, I think it's my least favourite in the actual video that we had, was that when they have a world that's not fully explained and there's like a mystery. Now, there is an exception to this, because I Love More Than This by Patrick Ness, and you have no idea what's going on in that book, but it's done really well. In other books, like The Knife of Never Letting Go, it's like, what's going on for the entire of the book, and it was just boring, like not knowing what's going on.
I really don't like love triangles, which I feel like everyone pretty much agrees with. I just don't like that if there's a girl and a boy in a book in YA, they have to fancy each other. Like, you know, even just throwing a glass, I'm like, oh, he's nice, oh, they fancy each other. Like, every single boy that Selena encounters in Throwing a Glass is eventually shippable, and it's just annoying, especially when there's one guy, and, you know, it just kind of like devalues relationships. It's like, oh yeah, you can be really happy with someone, but then like, oh, but they're over there, and they're over there, and oh, I'm in a triangle, I'm in a square, I'm in a hexagon. It's just like, oh, can you stop and just like one person or no one? Be independent, be happy, stop. It's just like, it feels like it's encouraging teenage girls to just fancy all the men and not stay faithful, and it's fine to like, ugh, it just annoys me a lot.
Question 8 is a popular series you have no interest in reading. We have quite a few for this, so we're just going to reel them off.
We both don't really want to read the Percy Jackson series or the Heroes of Olympus series. They sound too kiddie. Like, I think I would have enjoyed them like 5-6 years ago, but now I don't really like reading middle grade. No interest in picking it up. I also don't want to read The Daughter of Smoke and Bone. It's just the covers annoy me, to be honest. And I have no idea what they're about. It's a stupid, vague title, and it just sounds like Mortal Instruments, but crap. So don't want to read that. Also don't really want to read the Grisha trilogy. I I don't know why. It's fantasy and I like fantasy. It's just something about it doesn't appeal to me. I might, if Amy's got the first book though, if she really likes it, it might change my mind like I did with Shatter-Me for her. But yeah, I don't fancy it.
I don't want to read Cinder, Scarlet, Cress by Marissa Meyer. They just, like, I don't like that sort of thing. I don't like fairy tales, really hate fairy tales. Like, they just sound like Angela Carter, but worse, and I just don't care. What else don't I want to read? Oh, Bloodlines, Vampire Academy, none of that stuff. Don't want to read that.
Question 9 is, the saying goes that the book is always better than the movie. What movie or TV series was better than the book?
We have a joint answer for this. We're both going to say Me, Elle and the Dying Girl by Jessie Andrews, which we've seen recently. And if you want to look down below, we have a Project 2015 video where we talk about book to movie adaptations, and we talk in detail about why we think that film is a lot better than the book.
And that is it for this tag. I feel like we're both going to leave this video quite like het up. I feel quite angry now and I have to go off and do university work and I'm just like, rage, I hate all the things. But this tag was fun. I like that it creates discussion. Hopefully we didn't offend any of you. Let us know down below. You probably hate some of the things we love as well. People have their own opinions and it's fine.
Most people hate John Green and we are like John Green fans. So it's just your opinion, isn't it? Let us know down below what yours is. We'd love to talk about it with you and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.